The question is, do you know about additional information related to Russia disseminating President Trump's or Rudolph Giuliani's conspiracy theories? Should the Senate have this information before we deliberate on the articles of impeachment?
Mr. Chief Justice, Senators, I think there are three categories of relevant material here. The first you do have access to, and that is the supplemental testimony of Jennifer Williams. And I would encourage you all to read it. I think it sheds light very specifically on the Vice President and what he may or may not know vis-a-vis this scheme. So I would encourage you to read that submission. There is a second body of intelligence that the committees have been provided that is relevant to this trial that you should also read. And we should figure out the mechanism that would permit you to do so because it is directly relevant to the issues we are discussing and pertinent. There's a third category of intelligence, too, which raises a very different problem, and that is that the intelligence communities are for the first time refusing to provide to the Intelligence Committee. And that material has been gathered. We know that it exists, but the NSA has been advised not to provide it. Now, the director says that this is the director's decision, but nonetheless there is a body of intelligence that is relevant to requests that we have made that is not being provided. And that raises a very different concern than the one before this body, and that is, are now other agencies like the intelligence community that we require to speak truth to power, that we require to provide us the best intelligence, now also withholding information at the urging of the administration? And that is, I think, a deeply concerning and new phenomenon. That problem we've obviously had with other departments that have been part of the wholesale obstruction, but it now is rearing its ugly head with respect to the IC. But the shorter answer to the question on, apart from Jennifer Williams, are there other relevant materials? The answer is yes. And I would encourage that you and we work together to find out how you might access them.